Have you ever stood in line at Target, looked at something that costs like $12 and thought, right, it's basically nothing, and then later that same day stressed about not having enough money left over? Yeah, that disconnect. That feeling of, I don't spend that much while your bank account says otherwise. That's not a discipline problem. That's not an income problem. That's a thinking problem, and it comes down to a single dollar. My name is Lucy, and I spend way too much time thinking about money psychology and why smart people still struggle financially. If you're someone who makes money but feels like it disappears, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Because today we're talking about the $1 rule. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Here's the rule. Every dollar you spend is actually a vote for the life you're building, or the one you're delaying. Look, here's the thing. Most people think wealth is about big decisions. The house, the car, the salary. But wealth is actually decided by how you treat the smallest dollars, especially the ones you tell yourself don't matter. And that mindset, that's the difference between broke thinkers and wealth builders. Here's what most people don't realise. Your brain has a built-in shortcut called mental accounting. Behavioural economists have studied this for years. Basically, your brain treats money differently depending on the amount. $1 feels invisible, $5 feels harmless, $20 feels like, whatever. But $1,000? Suddenly your brain wakes up. According to data from the Bureau of Labour Statistics, the average American spends over $200 per month on miscellaneous expenses, things they don't track closely. That's more than $2,600 per year spent on money that doesn't matter. Except it does. So let's do the math. And yeah, this is where it gets uncomfortable. Say you waste just $8 a day on things you barely remember. Extra food, random Amazon purchases, convenience spending, subscriptions you forgot about. That's $240 per month. Almost $3,000 per year. Now invest that $240 monthly instead. Using the historical stock market average of about 10% annually, after 10 years, you'd have around $46,000. After 20 years, about $165,000. And after 30 years, over $500,000. $500,000 from money you told yourself was basically $1. Here's the real difference between broke thinkers and wealth builders. Broke thinkers ask, can I afford this? Wealth builders ask, what is this dollar costing my future? Affordability is about today. Opportunity cost is about forever. Now, you might be thinking, Lucy, are you saying I can't enjoy my money? No, and this part matters. Wealth builders don't eliminate fun. They eliminate mindless spending. They spend intentionally, not emotionally. And yes, let's talk about the coffee example, but actually in a way that matters. It's not about the $6 coffee. It's about the thought process behind it. I deserve this. I worked hard. It's only a few dollars. That same logic gets reused dozens of times per week, and suddenly you're not saving. You're not investing. You're just reacting. This is where it gets really interesting. Studies in consumer psychology show that people who justify small purchases emotionally are far more likely to overspend overall. Even on large purchases later, small spending habits train your identity. Wealth builders don't say, I'm trying to save. They say, I'm the type of person who controls my dollars. That's the $1 rule in action. Every dollar becomes a decision, not a reflex. And once that switch flips, money stops leaking. So how do you apply this immediately? First, pause every small purchase and ask, would future me thank me for this? If yes, buy it guilt-free. If no, skip it confidently. Second, track just one spending category. Not everything, just one. Food, Amazon, or subscriptions. Awareness alone reduces spending by around 15%. And third, redirect instead of restrict. Every time you skip a $5 or $10 purchase, move that exact amount into savings or investing. This trains your brain to associate not spending with winning. Here's the truth. You don't become wealthy from one big moment. You become wealthy from thousands of $1 decisions stacked in the same direction. And once you start treating every dollar like it matters, your bank account starts acting like it matters too. If this video made you look at money differently, even just a little, that's the point. Wealth isn't about perfection. It's about awareness. If you want more videos that break down money in a way that actually makes sense, hit subscribe. And tell me in the comments, what's one small expense you're rethinking after watching this? I'll see you in the next one.